back for round 2.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Thursday.
I think we have, if I'm correct, Robert Meadows is playing his signature Temur pile, and Terrell's playing Hardened Scales Affinity.
Robert is playing his good old Temur pile, so this is a similar list to his intro song name. That's Inferno by...
We have a new intro song?
Oh, is it? I don't know what the intro song
I have no
actually
idea.
is. We actually, I know we have like an actual intro song. I just can't think of what it is. Do we know what our own intro song is called? Is it linked underneath of our stream, maybe? But anyway, we have Robert Meadows here on Temur. This is good old Temur pile. This is Robert's go-to deck for just about anything. This is a more similar version to his deck that he went 14-0 for the entire day at SCG.
14-0?
Well, in like all of his matches, like he never
I
dropped
was
a
like,
single.
what?
He never dropped a single match.
When did
day.
Robert go undefeated in an open? That's insane. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, he never dropped a single match for the entire day.
Dude, going through an open is so difficult. Alright, here we go.
It was just a classic, but he went 14-0 in it like throughout the entire day.
So I'm honestly gonna call it right now. Terrell's gonna get this one because Hardened Scales Affinity is already impossible to interact with for decks that play like Bolt or Braid. And turn 1 Welding Jar is real freaking good.
Especially with Terrell being on the play.
Yeah, I really like the Beatty Steel Overseer.
It's especially difficult. And Robert's just going to pass the turn back.
Like, this is so awkward for Robert.
No land or...
What's up?
Or Opal from Terrell, though, and it means this Arcbound Ravager is going to meet a very angry Mana Leak.
That's fine. I'm pretty sure he has one.
He has
at
two
least
more.
one more. So Terrell's main plan, if I'm Terrell, is probably to play Hangerback Walker for as much as possible.
Yeah.
Which is real good.
We have lands, Tarmogoyfs.
Who's
Looks like we don't
screeching
have
out there?
any instant, so we're just going to...
No, so we got Rob's on another land, Tarmogoyf, Snap, Huntmaster of the Fells. So the real weakness of Terrell's deck right now, what's going to happen? Okay, there we go. Robert reminding Terrell to activate his busted Steel Overseer.
Robert being the good guy.
There we go.
I'm in danger.
Yep, and this is where Robert is scared.
I don't know if he's scared. So he's not in the worst spot because Terrell's stumbling really hard. So it's not going to be hard for Robert to like tempo his opponent out of the game. Like he recognizes, or Robert better recognize that Terrell is indeed stumbling on mana. Like he's missed 2 land drops, and most of Hardened Scales Affinity like heavy swinging cards cost 2 mana. So it's not hard to get the upper hand like this.
There is Robert's favorite card in all of Magic the Gathering, everyone. Can we pull that up for the people, Stream Runner?
Narnum Renegade.
Narnum Renegade. Here we go. Oh, look at that. This is a 1/2 Elf Warrior for 1
This card
with
is
Death
busted.
Touch, but it has Revolt, and it enters with an additional +1/+1 counter. If you've triggered Revolt. Card. It's a 2/3 for 1 sometimes.
This is interesting.
Terrell has activation of the
What's up?
Hangerback Walker and activation of the Steel Overseer up.
So I think Robert is just dead.
I believe you are right.
So if I'm Terrell, the main thing you do against Welding Jar is like get your opponent to pop Welding Jar as soon as possible. There's no reason to let your opponent develop a board, and
I don't believe Robert has any removal in hand, though.
Yeah, like, especially if he's doing this. Like, Terrell should heavily pick up on this. Like, this is a telltale signal.
Bolt.
That's really irritating if I'm Terrell.
which is decent.
No, it's pretty
mediocre
good here, but
I
so
don't know if I use the word good.
what do we have? What's Terrell paying a mana for on Zen Step?
Oh, he's activating the Ink Moth Nexus
Oh,
with
I'm
itself.
dumb. I forgot you actually have to pay mana to activate Hangerback Walker.
Yeah.
Don't you have to pay
Well, no,
mana
he was paying
to
mana
activate
to
Hangerback?
activate. He was paying mana to activate the Ink Moth
Never mind.
in order to. But yes, you do have to pay mana and tap to activate that Hangerback Walker.
So green mana would be efficient here. If I'm Terrell, I'm just chipping in with the Ink Moth Nexus. Because Robert can't beat, like, an army of Hangerback Walker things. Throne of Geth is so good. 3 mana, proliferate. Heck yeah.
2 mana.
Is it 2 mana proliferate? I thought it was
He only
3.
has 2 lands tapped.
No, I mean, like, to activate it.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
you have to pay 3 mana?
I think it's just a tap sack.
What is it?
I believe it's just tap sack and artifact.
Is it?
I believe so.
I'm ignorant. I'm playing regionals tomorrow. How do I not know this? Or not tomorrow, Saturday. Let's find out. Throne of Geth. Oh, sacrifice an artifact.
It's just tap sack and artifact proliferate.
Yeah, that's pretty reasonable.
So you can tap sack your. Here, actually, I think his best way of doing this would have been to tap the Ink Moth Nexus, to tap the Hangerback Walker, tap, sack the Hangerback Walker with Throne of Geth to proliferate, and then probably activate Still Overseer since you can't. Or wait, no, you would get the trigger with the Throne of Geth activation before you would have to do the Throne of Geth thing, so you could tap, sack it, get your trigger, get all your stuff, get all your Thopters, activate Steel Overseer.
I kind of see what you're saying. But also, the fact is, like, Terrell is just dead. Like, any way you cut it, there's with the Throne Jaw, there's nothing Robert can do, especially after playing the Huntmaster of the Fells, to, like, prevent Terrell from killing him this turn.
Well, we know Terrell definitely just sacked his Hangerback to something, to the throne, I imagine.
Yeah, what did he do? Did he activate Throne to proliferate?
Or did oh no, he sacked it to Bound Ravager. That's why
that's
Ravager
fine
had
too.
5 on it. Now he's gonna go up to 7.
So any way you cut it,
Sack it to itself.
Yep.
Put him on, and we're gonna go
hold it,
bolt,
unless.
and then welding jar.
No, Terrell, what are you doing?
All right.
What?
I mean, that's fine. He still gets the counters, and
So it gets taken out of combat, and if Terrell would have just activated Steel Overseer and Throne of Geth, he would have just killed Robert.
Yep.
Instead of, like, tempoing himself. So, like, it shouldn't matter too much, but he's just giving Robert a window to win the game.
to be able for Robert to draw, I believe he
Not
runs,
win the game, but, like,
he
do
runs
something.
Field of Ruin. He runs maybe a Ghost Quarter. I know he runs at least a Field of Ruin, and he has double land in hand, so that's just game.
It is indeed, as long as Terrell decides to attack next turn.
Yep, and there we go. I think we're good.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Harnscale's Affinity is just such a good deck. It's so resilient, as long as you have, like, Arcbound Ravager.
Yeah.
Like, the Welding Jar just sealed it. from the
Robert
start,
has some good
probably.
cards, though, to bring in out of the side. I believe he brings in Shatterstorm. He at least used to have that in the side.
Shatterstorm is
Pretty good.
pretty alright. I don't know how
he-
good it is
and,
against Hardened Skills Affinity, though. So, I don't know. So, Affinity, classically, the best cards in the deck are indeed the manlands, because you basically just build a board and then you're just chipping in for damage with a stupid, unassuming, like, infect creature or a 1/1 Blake Moth Nexus. And people don't realize that points of damage with Affinity matter a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You tried. I respect
So it mattered a lot more with the old style Affinity deck because you can just die out of nowhere to, like, end of turn. Galvanic Blast. I'm gonna hit you for 6 with Cranial Plating. What?
Am I crazy?
I think you're crazy.
Maybe it was a Nardum Renegade or Tireless Tracker, but it looked like a search for a while for a second.
I would be surprised if it was any of those cards, to be honest.
Well, he was running Bring to Light last week, so I'm like, did Robert forget to take out a card or something?
But,
Hey, Scales is here. Yeah, Scales is here.
hey, Scales is here indeed. Scales is so good.
Scales is pretty decent.
Matt Menier.
Matt Menier, you're already back here? What happened?
Win?
Playing elves. I can't beat turn 1 land oral.
What?
Do that, turn 1 land oral.
What are you
What are
playing?
you playing tonight?
I'm playing turn 1 blood.
Yeah.
Get wrecked.
Manadorks kind of beat Blood Moon all the time. Yeah. You ready to watch Robert get stomped by Hardened Scales Affinity? I'm calling it. I don't think Robert can reasonably beat this deck without a really insane draw. Like, against all the Lightning Bolt decks, it's just so difficult to interact.
Well, Welding Jar is also just low OP.
Opinion on the best Shadow version right now? I'd say Grixis Shadow is, like, unarguably the best variant of the deck.
I think Grixis Shadow is the best variant, but Jund Shadow is kind of a contender. Although Jund Shadow is a little counterintuitive because you're still running like the full Jund package, which makes it a little more awkward.
It's just Modern right now is a format where you want to be able to do what you're doing has to be so inherently powerful that you're afforded the luxury of not having not having to interact. Like, you don't have to interact because what your deck is doing is so nuts.
That's why
And
Green White Company runs Worship.
Yeah. But, like, Grixis Shadow, the Temur Battle Rage plan is so insanely powerful that it gets the added benefit of when playing Grixis Shadow, you get not only hand disruption, but permission, cantrips, ways to manipulate your deck. It's just bar none, like, the best Shadow variant. You have an insane 2-card combo that almost always wins the game if you see it. And it's not that the other Shadow variants are bad decks. It's just that they're a little clunky, right? So, like, especially the Traverse Shadow decks.
It's like playing Ant Storm versus the other Storm in Legacy.
Kind of.
Like,
it's just,
there's
very
like
different decks.
They're similar but different, but they also have like there's also kind of a clear, obvious one that's better.
Sure. Yeah, I get what you're saying. But the Jund Shadow deck is fine. It's really just down to personal preference.
Yeah. If you like being able to like consistently have Shadow, then Traverse the Ulvenwald and that kind of thing.
What is
like for you?
Ton of success with JAC?
Jeskai Ascendancy combo.
Oh, that deck's good.
That deck's fun. If you don't get like annihilated by like a turn 1 removal spell and then just can't stick in Mana Dork or something, that deck runs like insanely well and is like actually kind of nutty. But the deck also can be like really garbage.
Are you talking about like the Ascendancy
Enchantment?
Yeah, but there's two styles of the deck. There's the really weird burn variant that like tries to gain value on stuff, and then there's the like classical Cerulean Wisps style deck, or not the Cerulean Wisp style deck. It plays Cerulean Wisps and the stupid Unearth blue spell.
Yeah, most of the decks I know of play are like they're Jeskai, but they're 4-color because they play birds and other like. And then the Unearthed creature.
What is the Unearthed creature I'm thinking of? It untaps?
I'm gonna like,
it's blue.
Yeah. Someone's gonna say it in chat and we're gonna be
like,
wow, we're idiots.
I just haven't seen the deck in so long.
Fate Stitcher, there it is.
Thank you, that is it. Fate Stitcher is a hell of a card. Also, this is really weird. This is an absolutely insane start from Robert Meadows. The Dismember is going to gain enough tempo to probably run away with this game. So the only way Terrell gets out of this is with like an all-in hardened scales plan.
I believe we also
Just
see
pretty
a
reasonable, but
engineered explosives in Robert's hand.
Glittering Wish is just an insane card in general. I love it.
I was playing a version of Green Light Company with Glittering Wish in it. It was pretty memey. It had 2 Glittering Wish. Occasionally I'd go and get a Wheel of Sun and Moon against Vengevine when Vengevine was the hot deck of the week. That's like Vengevine was becoming the hot deck of the week, so I was like, screw it, we're gonna throw in Glittering Wish and Wheel of Sun and Moon aside. And I did it, and I had a Vengevine opponents who would like just scoop.
To Glittering Wish and a wheel. That's it.
Yep.
That's really funny. Congrats on the 5K placing. And also, hello to Brazil. Dude, Brazil is where it's at. Brazil has some of the best Magic players and like esports teams in general.
It's also a very beautiful country.
It is.
One of my teacher,
I really
my
want to go
Spanish
to Rio
teacher,
someday.
was showing us pictures of her recent trip.
Where'd she go? Rio or something?
No, she was visiting friends in like a small town.
Oh, gotcha.
Nuclear was off the top of my head.
Yeah, like whenever I've gone to like other countries or other states, I always have hated doing the really touristy things. Like it's always nice to like hang out with someone that lives there locally and you get to live as the locals do.
Terrell has the triple Arcbound Ravager hand again.
Oh gosh.
Excuse me, good lord. Having a little hard time.
But
the Mox Opal is not online, so the women be midget thick though. What in the world?
No.
That's mean. No, we can't just say that.
They can, we can't. We neither condemn or endorse certain statements here on this.
So we have Robert has engineered explosives and Huntmaster, I believe.
So this one seems a little far gone for Terrell.
And Goyf just got bigger. Yep. There was not land in the graveyard before, so.
Goyf is almost always a 5/6 in like artifact matchups. It's so difficult for it not to be. Like it gets up to a 7/8 a lot of the time. Like does Terrell have another land in hand?
He does not.
So if he gets hardened scales, I believe.
So Robert's gonna untap, draw. Is that a Snapcaster? We're gonna attack in. He's gonna block
The
the Goyf, grow it, make it 2 power.
We're fine with
Sack
that.
welding jar, make it
I actually think we do sack welding jar here.
just to keep it alive. That's reasonable.
Like, I'm trying to think of how Terrell wins this game. He can, it's fine. I see what he's thinking, but it's so easy to just.
I mean, I don't think he's out of this game by any means. He's got double Arcbound Ravager in hand. He's got, what else is that other card? Engineered Explosives on 0. That was kind of rough, actually.
That's correct.
I always forget about EE on 0.
E on 0 is one of the best modes. The thing about.
But if you have a Thalia out, you can't get EE on 0 unless you use colorless.
What?
If you have if there's a Thalia out, you can't play EE on 0
Oh, yeah.
because you're always going to have
Why'd
to
you
spend,
whisper it?
because it's a quality meme. Because I've seen so many people like completely get screwed by it.
Yeah, it's pretty funny when it comes up. Engineered Explosives is a hell of a
Arcbound
card.
Ravager.
Robert, you pay
Pop
2
it.
mana.
Pop it. Pop it. Robert, there's
You're
no
blowing
thinking.
up his entire board.
No
What are you doing?
thinking. Don't even think about it. Just do it.
Kill him. What?
Wait, did he just say it resolves?
What?
Don't tell me you're letting that resolve.
What is Robert thinking? What's in his hand? He has to have a removal spell, or else this is going very badly.
Look at the Snapcaster. He's got Snap Dismember.
So, Snap Dismember is fine. He can only make Ravager a maximum of.
He's letting it resolve.
He has 1, 2, 3,
And I
4,
like-
5, 6.
I think I like letting it resolve if we're going to. So here we blow up explosives, make him sack his board. Next turn, snap dismember if he tries to eat something. Actually, no, that doesn't work. I think just snap dismember this turn is like the way to go. Snap dismember now.
No, you can't snap dismember now because Terrell can just eat things in response.
Does he have... So if Steel Overseer's on the stack, he can eat Thopter, Mox Opal, Welding Jar... Oh, and activate something with Arcbound, or with Mox Opal's mana.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
He'd have to sack his
5.
board, but it would survive, you're right.
It would indeed. Like, it's just really awkward. Because this sets up a line where Terrell can actually win the game, so Robert has to, like, very carefully choose when and where he dismembers.
Yeah, I liked just activating the,
Huh. Affinity is always scary. It just wins out of nowhere all the time. I don't disagree with this, but it's just...
We're dismembering, right?
I don't understand why we don't blow up the E on 0.
Yeah, I think that was the right play. We're going to sack. Go up to 2. We're going to sack. Up to 3.
Sack welding jar, go up to 4? Or
I
are we just
think you can-
animating
you
and
can-
putting the counters on... We just go all in, right?
Oh,
What?
wait,
No,
the Steel
what?
Overseer had resolved?
Why aren't we floating? Terrell, what are you doing, dude?
That's interesting. He has Cryptic, but no land for it.
This game's a mess.
Yeah, this game, I think Robert punted by not cracking the explosives there.
I think not cracking the explosives on 0 is incorrect.
Because now you have an explosives on 0. that
Why
does
aren't
nothing.
we jamming with an Arm Renegade at least? I'm so confused.
Because he just now has an explosives that does absolutely nothing.
What the heck? This is really rare. I've never seen Robert like play like poorly. It's really odd to see. Robert's usually very on top of things.
Terrell's gonna attack.
I think he realized that he made a mistake.
So if Robert draws a blue land next turn, he can Cryptic Fog. Although we do have to remember Robert runs tap lands in his deck. So it could go very bad for him. He's going to go up to 7 Infect here. I think Robert might just be dead unless he draws a blue source. Because then we can
Just punts back and forth. That's kind of true.
I think you
That's
drew a
all Magic
Snapcaster.
is sometimes.
Yep, Robert scoops.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
weird game.
We're going to have a little talk with Robert, I think, after that. No, he looks a little upset. Then he realizes he punted by not cracking that.
Yeah, so you just... Yeah, you just crack it. You force your opponent to sack everything to Ravager. Wait, was Ravager
No,
in
Ravager
play,
was
or
on
was
the
that
stack.
in response?
Ravager was on the stack, and he could have popped it.
Yeah, so you just regenerate maybe a Thopter?
I think he would have. I would have regenerated the Mox Opal.
That was weird.
Robert's having a little talk with himself right now. Yeah.
Right. I don't know. As long as you can, like, check yourself and realize where you made mistakes.
Well, yeah, and that's what Robert's very good about.
Right? There's nothing wrong with learning to fail. There is something... Where are you pointing at?
Life from the Loam reprint's also very good because that's
Right.
like $30 right now, $40.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's since Dredge's hot deck of the week.
Yeah, that card is pretty busted. But
More importantly,
What?
legacy taking turns.
Stop. No, but life lesson for the stream. There is nothing wrong with learning to fail, but if you are failing to learn, then that is indeed an issue. Apply that to Magic, life, anything you want.
And remember,
I didn't realize Terrell got game 1. I didn't realize the match was over.
if you want to be Tracer, I'm already Tracer.
I hate Overwatch memes. God.
That's not an Overwatch meme. That's a TikTok meme.
What's TikTok?
It's like musically, and it's like new Vine.
I don't know what musically is.
It's like
either.
new Vine.
Oh,
You're
gosh.
old.
Being able to look at a game, so here's little things. Yeah, that is indeed true. It's not even like things you do wrong are obviously very important. Like that's step one. But getting to a spot where you can look at a game and realize like where you could have done things differently is also important. Like hindsight's always 20/20.
Like
So
where you could have maybe won the game quicker, where you could have just played better in general.
yeah, it happens.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
we don't either.
We've been talking about that for a little bit now,
Did you get tilted after that?
because that's what it kind of felt like.
I don't know. Like, I don't know how I convinced myself not to do it.
Yeah,
we
I
don't
was
know
just
how
like,
either. We were like,
huh.
Okay, maybe Robert's got some long con planned, and then
I thought you were going on like the. So if you don't pop the explosives right, and you're thinking it through, it's like, yeah, you can have a Ravager. You have to sack your entire board to like all in, and then like if Terrell starts attacking you with whatever he puts all the Ravager counters on, he's leaving himself open because it exposes all of his mana and it puts you in a position where you can out tempo him.
Yeah, no, like,
But
yeah, I should just pop these so actually use that.
yeah, I don't know.
Bofe Bakwe. I don't know how you say that exactly,
Yeah,
but I took a guess. There are deck lists. Robert's old deck list is on our website, topdeckproductions.com. You just go to topdeckproductions.com, go to deck lists, and scroll down to see Robert Meadows. His old Teamer Pile deck list is on there. I don't believe his new one is on there.
I have it on Goldfish.
Binder pile.
He has it on Goldfish, and if he wants to,
Yeah, that game one was.
he's going to send it after
rough.
regionals. He doesn't want to
The
give
second I saw turn one welding jar, I was just like, this is probably over.
doesn't want to give everybody his secret strats before regionals.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
But you can look at his old deck list. That is the deck list that he used to do
I did a thing where like I just
really well at several SCG classics.
thinking of like 2 steps ahead, but while still being a step.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
You got like things crossed up in your brain.
Yeah, and like.
Yeah, I used to do that all the time. Like a huge problem for me in Magic, like a huge problem I have is like when you start thinking ahead about things, you accidentally misassociate things.
No. Like, yeah, I was thinking ahead. I was like, all right, how do I deal with this board after?
Yeah, it creates a really weird dynamic. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Live and learn, though, you know.
No, yeah,
What?
like I just needed.
Who's throwing trash over there?
And
You're
yep,
right, I think I'm in a fine spot.
for those of you who don't know, we currently have a giveaway going on.
Dun, dun, dun.
In order to enter said giveaway, do ! Enter in the chat.
And what are we giving away, Mr. Tease?
We're giving away a 2018 Commander Nature's Vengeance deck
Oh, what?
featuring Lord Windgrace.
Oh my god. We're the best Magic
Um,
channel on Twitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Unarguably.
Unarguably. In order to get points, you get 5 points for every 10 minutes you watch the stream. You get 5 points for subscribing to the or 5 points for blah 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 blah. 50 points for following the stream. 100 points for every 100 bits cheered. 500 points upon subscribing, and if you are a subscriber, you get 10 points per every 10 minutes you watch the stream. Yeah, do exclamation. You can see people doing exclamation mark points in the chat in order to see how many points they have. In order to, you get 25.
Do you think we can get Coca-Cola to sponsor us?
Unfortunately, I doubt that. In order to get, you get 25 points per ticket. You get 25 tickets, which is 25 entries.
Oh, you lost, didn't you?
And the winner will be announced. Oh, will be announced tonight at 10 p.m.
What? There's no way it's tonight at 10 p.m.
Oh, is this supposed to be for? Okay, it's supposed to be next Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the
That's
the cards back here say tonight, so fix your dang cards, Scott.
Yes. Wait, who wrote those? You or Scott, man?
So yeah, just literally just give us a follow, and you'll get 50 points, which gets you 2 tickets, which gets you 2 chances to potentially win a free commander deck.
Win free stuff. Win
And
free
the
stuff.
Lord Windgrace deck isn't bad. Lord Windgrace is a couple bucks.
I like anything that's free.
True. The deck's
Free
pretty fun.
cardboard. Get it here. You heard it here first, obviously. Free stuff is great.
Those of you who are doing enter too many times and maybe just you don't have enough points, do exclamation points before you do like enter into it, and you can see how many like and it's 25. Divide that by 25, and that's how many tickets you can have to enter.
Math is fun. Can you write that in C# for me?
If it's free, it's for me. Can I write that in C#? Okay. If no wait, this is MATLAB. I'm doing this in MATLAB.
You
now.
are doing it in MATLAB. Syntax does not start with
It's
if.
fine.
Luke.
I'm doing it in
What are you
MATLAB.
doing?
I'm doing it in like easy bad coding.
That's fine.
If I don't know, I don't know off the top of my head. I have to have a computer in front of me in
Oh,
order
what
to
are
do
you
this.
doing?
There's Robert Meadows. There's
Slug
the Temur pile player who
The
punt,
binder man himself.
the punt.deck man.
The binder.
So, like, I just lost my train of thought, man.
It's fine, bud.
Live and
Stuff
learn.
happens.
But I think we're going to wrap up here, and we're actually going to be back sooner than you might think. There's only 2 or 3 tables left. Wrapping up their
I think we have a
matches in Modern,
lot of like
so-
quick decks tonight.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Tonight's going to be
we
going
have-
quick.
So
What's up, Matt? That's kind of nice.
we have elves. We have what you just saw, Affinity, Hardened Scales, Affinity, and stuff. Final Blitz. Thank you for the follow. Look at that awesome follow animation.
Hopefully it won't be their final blitz on our stream. No, okay, we're cutting out on that. I'm too ashamed now. But yeah, we will be back momentarily for round 3 of Thursday Night Modern.
Phil
here.
is in the building, by the way. So
Phil is in the building?
someone asked, and I was like, yes. Yes, Phil is in the building.
building.
But his games aren't going for 45 minutes to an hour like they are when he plays against me right now. So